Finally, The Rock says, drivers, start your engine!
And they will face the green flag for 200 laps, 500 miles to start the 2024 season. Green flag, the Daytona 500 is underway.
Can't be iffy in these decisions, Kevin. That spotter says clear up, you better be there.
Oh, crash! Two cars slam together and Harrison Burton takes a wild ride through the grass and up into more traffic, gets tagged, turned around, and 5 cars are in it. Ryan Preece.
I think he missed that inside wall. Harrison Burton, big damage on the 21 car.
And Carson Hocevar, the rookie, gets taken out into that very, very wet grass in the ball field.
Well,
the Wood brothers trying for their 100th ever NASCAR win, and Harrison Burton gets tagged and sent.
Well, this is exactly what you don't want to see happen. Something early in this race where everybody's trying to race hard, and we just talked about those guys going to that third lane, and it puts those guys in the middle lane in a bad spot with the handling of their cars that they hadn't really been in. Let's see what happened, Clint.
Watch the 21, Harrison Burton.
Okay, you see Harrison Burton in the middle of that 3-wide conversation we're talking about, and we are also talking about John Hunter Nemechek kind of being iffy on his move.
Now the 42, John Hunter Nemechek on the outside of Burton, the green and white car, and Brad Keselowski and he make contact.
Keselowski got to his rear bumper, just took a little bit of a love tap, turned him sideways, kind of looked to me like he was on the left corner of that bumper, turned him right down into Harrison Burton.
Well, and it's just what we were talking about, Clint, with everybody trying to feel out exactly what their cars were doing, and those guys in the middle didn't have anything to do with the handling. So, you know, you see Brad into the back. Oh, yeah, you're exactly right, Clint. The 42 car of John Hunter Nemechek just got up a little higher. Brad was probably trying to stay square and being pushed by the guy behind him, and they just got a little bit offset right there.
Pace car is in. We begin lap 12. Burton and Grala's cars both removed to the garage. I believe everybody else was able to continue.
Well, that's either going to be a wake-up call for everybody and this is going to calm down, or that's just going to set the tone for this whole race with chaos and pushing and shoving. We know we're going to see pushing and shoving, but with that third line, that was a bit of a surprise that early for me.
How about this? Byron moved up to go around him. Busch made a block, separated those Hendrick cars. Now Chase Elliott to the lead. Final lap of the stage.
Lap car slow on the bottom. Chase Elliott trying to bring them around and pick up the stage win after a truly disappointing 2023. Kyle Larson, teammate to Chase Elliott. Will he ride with him? Will he try to grab those 10 points and the stage ticket for himself?
We see Ross Chastain coming to the back bumper of the 5 car.
Gonna see a push, gonna see momentum. Watch his 5 going to the outside of Chase Elliott.
That's what it took. Now
Big push
Chastain
by Chase. I think the win goes to Chase Elliott. Fantastic.
Chase Elliott gets his 2nd stage win in the Daytona 500. Back under green, stage 2. Battle for the stage win, battle to be the first car 1 lap down and get the free pass. That's Preece versus Gibbs as Cindric takes him into turn 3. Blaney to the bottom. He said he wasn't going to help his teammates. He didn't. He dropped to the bottom to try to win stage 2.
Great move by Cindric to move up before Busch got to his outside and get caught in the middle. That was a heads-up move by Cindric.
Champion Ryan Blaney wins stage 2 from Austin Cindric, Daniel Suarez, Kyle Busch, and Tyler Reddick. It is Blaney's 3rd stage win in the Daytona 500. You're looking at Kyle Busch trying to limp onto pit road without losing his left front wheel, which has no retaining nut attached. Let's show you the pit stop and what led to this.
You see him, waved his hands, stop, stop, stop. Unfortunately, did not get that lug nut on.
Yeah, and that's a tough spot. That's a tough spot for the Jackman because he's thinking fast, 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 but his responsibility is to make sure that both those wheel nuts are on.
Daniel Suarez had equipment interference on his stop, so has to start at the back.
Haven't seen him all day, but look at that. Ricky Stenhouse, last year's winner of the Daytona 500. He's found his way to the front, folks.
And on these styles of track, he typically does. He's won several races on super speedways, obviously winning the Daytona 500 last year, and here we go with the pushing and shoving at the front. Well, for some reason,
the 8.
Yeah, the 8 car of Kyle Busch there on the bottom. For some reason, he wanted to get up into that outside line, and that's a pretty tight hole. And it looks like he just...
Bad angle, bad spot to do it. The hole tightened up.
I would bet he... Let's see if there's any flames that come out of the pipe. Hard to tell.
Now Logano the outside. They can't get around.
Oh, Keselowski gets turned by William Byron. Blaney gets caught up. Gilliland, Truex, Hamlin, and more.
All those Fords were struggling to get around Chastain. Who could get around and get that clean air track position first? That's what happened.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. I mean, it's a parking lot down there. Cars parked everywhere.
Blaney out. Big damage on him.
Toe link broke on the back. That one's done.
Keselowski all wadded up. Gilliland, the black and red car, right with him. Anthony Alfredo there.
Yeah, and you're going to see William Byron right here. Oh, we got
actually all 3 of those.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good.
All 3 of those.
I'm glad you hit that.
And you see Alex Bowman up the racetrack, and then they start zigging and zagging here. And
well, obviously, William Byron and Bowman, that's where it ended up. But the movement from the 6 and the 22, jockeying for position, trying to outduel one another to that position of passing Chastain, that's what stacked all those guys up and got them in trouble. Those guys were going for it. Chastain was holding them up. You saw the 6 go to the bottom. You saw the 22 go to the outside. The race was on, and unfortunately, those guys behind him.
This gives you a much better view right there. You see the 24 car just being pushed, and sometimes you're not aligned, and you know you're not lifting, and that car gets to moving around, and you hope it works out, and it just didn't work out right here.
We saw this same scenario playing out at the duels the other night when Blaney got in a wreck. You really can't pin it on anybody. It's hard racing, everybody going for it, but when those cars move in front of them, it slows the energy down.
Let's ride with Alex Bowman.
He was trying to stay off of him.
And you heard him lifting out of the gas.
Several times.
Ross Chastain won the last race of last year at Phoenix. Last person to do that and then win the 500, Jeff Gordon, 1998 to 99. 4 laps to go. We're back to green.
See that top row, really everybody's formed up good, and I think as we just saw that huge wreck, I don't think that's going to keep any of those guys from pushing any harder than they were before. They're going to all keep pushing and shoving and trying to win this race.
Yeah, that's out the window. Not an option anymore.
Strength in numbers, Chevrolet dominates the top 10 right now.
Keep an eye on that rearview mirror. The energy is going to come from these pushes from behind. The accordion's going to be in effect. They're going to come fast.
1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One
Here's
Bank,
blocked,
and away
Byron.
they go. That is Cindric into Chastain and up into traffic.
Did they complete that lap?
Did the leader get the white flag?
This
Caution
could be
waving.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
I don't know if he got it out in time. I
believe they saw the white flag.
I think it's William Byron.
I think so too.
It was a block by him, caused Chastain to move down.
Ross Chastain gets away and will come around to see the final flag of the night. We are under caution with the accident happening just past the start-finish line. Austin Cindric going for a wild ride here, as did Ross Chastain.
You see the light on, you see Bowman ahead of Byron right there, but need to back it up and see this again.
And the Daytona 500
race winner will be the 24. We'll need the 24 to the start-finish line.
goes to victory lane. William Byron from Charlotte, North Carolina. Rudy Fugle, his crew chief.
You won? Yes, we won.
Unbelievable. 40 years to the day, Hendrick Motorsports goes 1-2 at the Daytona 500.